posture up tall so that everything's up tall and I'm not slouched, my head can be forward. So I'm literally gonna find where I can sit the deepest and widest and relax. See how I'm tucked back? I'm not leaning into it, I'm tucked back here so I can rock out. So I'm literally flexing to come out through my hamstrings and my feet and down. So we're not gonna do full reps. So even if you work down there out of where you're gonna be, and then once you get low, you get yourself set. So posture up now, head back, chin down. Yeah. Yeah, so feel all the weight here and there. Just bounce out, relax those knees. Knees are mush. Yeah.
First leg day back after the show with Mike, who's helped me tremendously leading up to Canadian Nationals and Olympia Amateur. It's been a lot of you guys keep asking about how to work around knee pain or knee injuries and stuff, and some of the stuff how Mike's guiding me and stuff today, and the little tips and tricks about like staying loose. And you can see that the weight's not going to be anything crazy. It's just about keeping constant tension on the muscle that we're training and just sitting into it, not guarding with the knees. But he'll explain what we're doing, and it's been a huge help in my leg training and that. And no knee pain after. So that's what you want.
Put the work in. Hey, put the work in. Put the work in. Yeah. Told baby girl, she gotta do it with a purpose. And Madonna about him every man. I heard that she a virgin. Sheesh. And I've been in the gym all week. Every buzz, that's how I'ma drop the gyms y'all need. I've been working on his body for the beach all winter. Yoga and Pilates, watch me keep my figure. Snap back like Beyonce, kill the beats like Jigga. Share the vision, but not everybody see my picture. Like the circle got smaller, but the dream got bigger. All those things that you said you didn't mean, I get it. Oh, you really wanna come back to the team? I'm listening. But life's different and I'm richer. Made for this since birth. Yes, I know my worth. Go hard, put in work, cause I come first, and I ain't even need that.
So that's what I meant about like most guys guarding stuff. And Mike's taught me that, you know, guys will go on here 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plate, and they'll guard it the whole time, and they'll stay tense in the hips. They won't let the knees open up, and that just becomes, everything becomes tight. Where right now, like we just said, it's just warming up. We're just trying to get the hips, blood in the glutes, blood in the hamstrings, and just letting that hamstring drop. You know, once we go on to bigger movements, that'll all be warmed up, and we can push the intensity a little more.
The way we do 2 leg, so I want you to, oh shit, feel like you're hooked on to my, so all the pressure's on my shin, and everything's dead around it, so my leg's being pulled over. I want to feel this pulling feeling of my quad as I'm back from it, so that when I go to move, my shin and my quad move together and I can roll up on it. So I'm literally rolling through my shin and flexing my quad out. I'm not just rocking here. This machine is like built so like if you don't squeeze up through things, like the natural movement of your quad to flex up, you'll just stay out in this no man's land where you're just flicking and like not getting contraction, whereas if you roll, you're here, right? So I'm almost moving my body that way as I push across and flex out. So the foot's not even a factor anymore. It's just quad moving, breathing, so that move. Feel that pull under all the time, flicking out on it. Yeah, lean forward, lean back. Yep. Fall back.
Right side will have more control because I'm missing that hamstring on the left side.
Yeah. It's good though. It's when you initiate right away, you're good. It's just breaking that habit of like, people always want to do that with hamstring. They want to just like heel kick.
Right.
It's like it's this.
Yeah.
It's like if I didn't have the pad leaning against my quad, it would look like this.
Right.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
but the pad's there so I can't do that. So it grabs right away, right? The bicep of the leg. Just like give them some more isolation stuff. It's like what I do a lot of the time, but a lot of the time like we're kind of rushing in workouts. So today we have time, so we don't need to be in a rush, right? We're do the double leg stuff when it's like groups of guys, because imagine we did this with 3 guys, right? It's fucking insane. Till it looks like it's falling apart. I'm not paying attention to it. It's like I can tell like a tension's mounting, and then I just tell them to come off of it.
Yeah.
Like the rep's slowing down, the squeeze isn't as hard.
I like that because there's no certain number that is a perfect number for somebody to fail at. Like, you know, it's about keeping tension on that muscle at all times, but you can see when somebody starts to break down. I do it with my clients, you know, like if we go past 11, 12, 13, 14 reps where it takes it to failure, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. It doesn't have to be 12 reps that you fail at because you could have 2 more in the tank.
We ready for war, never back down, give me some more. We came for the title, killing the game, dead on arrival. No mercy for rivals, this is for glory, this is our story. This is the future, this is my time, I grind and shine. I put in the work and push the line. I'm holding my ground, I never back down. I never back down.
Turn, move that way.
Give me the crown. Yeah.
Good.
The world renowned. I put in the work and push the
Pull
line. I'm
yourself
holding my
forward.
crown.
Literally
I
pull
never back
yourself.
down. We back at the top. Back at the top. We got it again.
Good. Down, don't go anywhere.
Someone's not never trained with Mike. Can you describe it?
It's just a whole different ball game. It's about you just learn so many new things about engaging the muscle and keeping the hips loose and pushing on the pad and stuff, where certain people are programmed to train a certain way because they've been doing that for years. And with Mike, he just puts it in simple terms and just the explanation of how the body moves. You know, it's nothing fancy. It's just he can see how your body's moving, and then he just manipulates the changes, and then you're like, oh, you know, it's like, oh, there's my quads, you know, like instead of just pushing to push. You know, people I find push to push, where it's like, no, make that mind muscle connection, slow it down, sit into it, you know, push off the feet, don't push off the toes. See a lot of people pushing off the toes of their feet when they're instead of like pushing through the platform with the whole foot like your hands. So yeah, it's just a whole different experience training with Mike. And then like these little things I find you can apply to lots of other areas in your training, the simplicity of it. So
Bend in that knee, yeah, and fall into that tension. Yeah. Taking the feet in hard, knees are loose. Quads tight, feet are tight. Flex off. Yep. Yep. 2. Head up. 1 more. Good. Hold, lock out, breathe. Good. Crack. A little more. Hold. Don't come higher than there, drop. Down. Down. 1 more. Good. Good. Okay. Just fall. Once it hits, relax. It's like another right there. So relax now, chest up, engage here, drive off there. Keep that body back. So 3/4 reps out of that hole. Yep. Come up. So right there, up. Keep that range. A little higher, a little higher. There you go. Just keep that wide tension and that hamstring hip dug down. Yeah. Keep that low bottom range. Yep, with me. Open those knees. I'm with you. Big chest. Yeah, right there. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Up. Good. Okay. Really sit down with that tension. So crack that knee and hold the tension here. So knees loose, it just pops out of the way. Flex off. Keep your head back, chest up. Lean back all the time. Keep pressing your hip back. Flex your quads. I'm with you. Yeah. Relax to the depth. Yeah, 2 more like that. Nice and relaxed. 1 more. Good.
feels good. But like, you know, if we didn't do all those warm-up stuff, like you saw how deep I went on that Panada leg press, and bringing the heels off like that to get that extreme stretch in the quad, that my knees would have been sore. So all those warm-ups, all the adductors and stiff leggeds and the hack squat to warm up with light weight, sets me up for this. My legs are just blowing up. All the blood is in my quads where you want it. I can't even flex them. It's a great feeling.
The best time in the world is to work out when you're coming off a show.
Why's that?
It's like skin ripping pumps.
You've been like depleted for so long, saran wrapping that muscle by eating low food. And then now all the food that I've ate is making that muscle,
All that fluid, that water going back in the cell.
water,
like ballooning
sodium,
things.
salt, the sugar, all of it. You can put on, I find, post-show, the most amount of lean muscle tissue. You can make really good progress. Probably some of the best progress.
We never gon' bend, backing them down. Running the game, I do it in style. They look at me now, look at me winning, I'm winning the crowd. Points on the board, game on the floor, I give it my all. Give it all that I got. I can't be stopped. I put in the work and push the line. I'm holding my ground. I never back down. I never back down.
Yeah, stay in that 3/4. Yeah.
The world renowned. I put in the work and push the line. I'm holding my ground. I never back down.
Good. Come down, let it hit. Last one, let it hit. Just plank on. Yep. Big chest. 2, 1. Good now.
I put in the work and push the line. I'm holding my ground. I never back down.
Right. Yep. Right. All the way up. Right there. All the way up. All the way up. Run to the
World renowned. I put in the work and push the line. I'm holding my ground. I never back down.
Oh, trying. All right, guys. So that was the first leg day back after the show with Mike. I waited till Sunday. I got back on Tuesday. So I wanted to make sure that my first leg day back was with Mike, because that's where we ended it off before the show. And I'll continue to hit every leg day with Mike if I can. And it's just a huge difference for me, and especially some of the areas I want to bring up, like my hams and glutes for next year. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of the video down below. If you guys have any questions or anything you want to see differently, let me know. Like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching.